You're right on time for Hope TV News Watch on this 10th day of September 2024. A very good evening to you wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight is Boniface Murithi. We begin off with a University of Nairobi student arrested during Monday's protest against the new university funding model has formally been charged today. Bernard Wangila Ojambo appeared before Senior Principal Magistrate Robin Ondiek, where he faced charges including committing a felony. Ojambo, however, pleaded not guilty to the charges brought against him. This comes as student protests over the government's new funding approach continue to draw national attention.
You are charged with the offense of preparation to commit a felony contrary to Section 308(1) of the Penal Code. Particulars are, on the 9th September 2024 at around 12:00 hours along Harithuku Road near Bifad Hotel within Nairobi County, jointly with others not before the court, was found armed with offensive weapon, namely a 5-liter jerrycan with petrol in circumstances that indicated that you are so armed with intent to commit a felony. Is it true or it's not true?
Away from that, and the government has called on Juakali artisans to consider joining designated technical and vocational education training institutions for testing and awarding of certificates in their respective areas of practice. Speaking during a multi-agency meeting with key agencies and representatives of the Juakali Federation, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua noted that the move will enable the government to link them to formal employment and business financing opportunities both locally and internationally.
We have serious programs for affordable housing. We have very serious programs for markets. And what a better way for a government to show its commitment to the population of Biolari than placing these people to their control. And because the Department of Housing is here, the Department of Trade is here, that is what we want. Let us register people, take them through, they get certified, and then we place them somewhere. In a sense that we are formalizing skills, because these are people who are skills. And so this program is really a revolution.
To some politics now, and all the 47 county chairpersons of the ODM party have come together for a consultative caucus addressing various concerns surrounding the party. At the forefront of the discussion is the selection of an interim party leader, along with other pressing matters affecting ODM's leadership and direction.
Wenye viti tunaunga mkono vile mabadiliko yalikuwa yamefanywa katika chama chetu cha ODM. So kwa niaba ya machairman wote wa counties, hayo ndio mambo tumejadiliana na tumekubaliana na kusema kwamba tunataka kuimarisha chama chetu pia kule mashinani, kuona kwamba chama chetu kinaimarika kutoka kule mashinani chini.
Jambo la ODM kuingia katika serikali, sisi kama chairman wote tunaunga ile broad based government ambayo Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto akishirikiana na kinara wetu wa chama cha ODM Baba Raila Amolo Odinga kwa shughuli yao ya kuleta uiniano na pia kuleta mambo ya umoja katika serikali yetu.
Now, hundreds of Uasin Gishu County workers staged a peaceful protest today expressing their dissatisfaction over the handling of their medical cover. The workers, carrying banners and twigs, marched to the Uasin Gishu County Assembly where they presented their petition over the matter. Addressing the press, Uasin Gishu County Workers Union Chairperson Benjamin Talam noted that most of them are unable to access medical services due to the county's failure to remit insurance deductions.
Shida yetu ni nini? Trident insurance cover. Waheshimiwa, tumefanya kila juhudi kuhakikisha kwamba tumekuwa na dialogue. Mpaka tumetafuta yule mkubwa wetu. Tumekaa na yeye na tukasikizana kwamba atachukua hatua. Miezi mmoja imekwisha mpaka the last time tukamwandikia the last reminder kwamba tunataka ukuje kwa meza tuongee, lakini to our surprise the whole county government of Uasin Gishu hakuna yule ambaye amechukulia issues yetu kwa maanani.
Moving on swiftly, the Communication Authority of Kenya has unveiled a new initiative aimed at expanding communication infrastructure to both unserved and underserved regions within West Pokot County. The initiative, which is part of a comprehensive government strategy, is intended to enhance communication infrastructure for the residents of West Pokot, a crucial step towards promoting interaction, peace and security in regions facing instability.
Today we are privileged to host the Communications Authority of Kenya, and in partnership with the ICT Authority have so far connected 16 sub-locations to mobile network services. 7 are currently undergoing and 19 are being considered for connectivity. Communications Authority is deploying fiber optic cable to public offices and institutions, including deputy county commissioners' offices, health centers, schools, and remote parts of West Pokot County. We are grateful having partnered with the Communications Authority of Kenya together with the ICT Authority, because this connectivity has enabled us to easily coordinate security issues, security operations, and they have reached far-flung areas.
And the digital platform has benefits both in social and economic interactions, with the network, the connectivity network, being implemented in various parts of or covering complete coverage in West Pokot, to be able to bring the community on the same platform as any other community in any other county in this country, and will be able to access both the local and international markets. At the same time, it will support educational activities through digital instruments, and therefore what it means is that anybody from West Pokot County will be able to venture into an academic program and get certification without necessarily having to leave West Pokot.
We have come here to make sure that the bottom-up transformation agenda better for this government is enhanced through communication, having digital platforms, having digital hubs, having networks in communities, so that people are transformed economically, socially, and politically.
Now, in a bid to expand sanitation access within low-income communities in Nairobi, Fresh Life, in partnership with Nairobi County and Nairobi City Water and Sewerage Company, have distributed Fresh Life toilets to densely populated areas that have no access to sewer lines. Speaking in Kibera while launching the partnership, the representatives noted that the toilets are sustainable, as it will not only solve the sewer challenge and conserve the environment, but also provide employment opportunities to those that will embrace the Fresh Life toilets.
It provides safety for both, especially girl child and women in informal settlements. You can't leave your house in the middle of the night. When we provide a toilet, people are able to actually access. Even things like schooling and those kind of solutions. It is a solution that is now that will be able to solve a problem that currently exists.
Our part is to support in providing non-sewer sanitation where the sewers don't yet reach. Where people can't have great sanitation through sewers, we come with a non-sewered approach. And by serving everyone throughout the city, you will achieve tremendous improvements in public health. Because you need, if I use a clean toilet but my neighbor does not, I may still be exposed to the same waste, the same pathogens, whether I used it or.
We are mapping out all partners and establishing a framework of coordination so that we ensure that there is coherent, we eliminate duplication, and also we ensure value for money for what we invest in.
There's a separation of the liquid and the solid wastes. The solid waste they take elsewhere for processing, but the liquid waste they need to inject back to our system. So we have a point of conference with them. So we are such a strong partnership that we really look forward to extending elsewhere.
Now, in a bid to redefine the future of aging in Africa, the Aga Khan University's Brain and Mind Institute has today launched the Brain Resilience Kenya project. This pioneering initiative aims to explore the hidden factors that keep the brain sharp and resilient even in the face of life's toughest challenges like illness, poverty and climate change. The study's findings could hold the key to healthier, more resilient aging for millions across the continent.
What are the factors that influence the brain aging? We all know for a fact that stressors are very detrimental, usually, to your well-being. But everybody responds differently to the stressors. And so what we've done in this study is, in essence, used a stressor of health-related stressor, cancer diagnosis, which is very stressful both from psychological and from physical perspective.
This initiative is a pivotal advancement in our national efforts to address the critical issue of brain aging and resilience, particularly as it affects our aging population.
At the factors, risk factors that drive, diseases of aging like Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. Within the African context, and including research that's actually come from Kenya, you see social isolation being and loneliness being one of the key primary risk factors for cognitive impairment, for dementia.
Well, it is 17 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance soon because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Sindio?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Do they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcasts?
Really? Even which of the what?
Yeah. I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
So no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website, www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
I struggle with change. I struggle with being able to focus, especially that. ADHD is the key word is the attention deficit. That's a big thing. And I really struggle with being able to pay attention. So I was always working at 60% at all the things I was doing because of inabilities I had within myself that I struggled to identify. And being a man, we are so good at not being true to ourselves about ourselves. Okay. We will just take the version of ourselves that work and then try and bury the version of ourselves that we feel doesn't work. That's not how success is found. Yeah. Success is found when you're authentic and you bring your full self to the table.
news, and in a bid to enhance agricultural productivity and improve livelihoods of believers, Christian smallholder farmers from East Africa are currently undergoing a 5-day intensive training program in Nairobi focused on agribusiness, organized by the AgroTunnel International in partnership with Corad Africa Organization. Day 2 of the training has seen participants delve into the cultivation of turmeric and ginger, two herbs known for their extensive health benefits and economical potential.
Our idea is to have turmeric extract, which is curcumin, that can suppress cancer, arthritis, and blood pressure. I'm excited because I registered a company called Turmeric Kenya Limited because I was diagnosed with diabetes and gastritis. Then it led to blood pressure. So when I started taking blood pressure medicine, I noticed when I used the turmeric, it slowed down until I forgot. Now for the last 2 years, I'm not using any blood pressure medicine.
So in a situation where churches are struggling, in fact, I was speaking to church leaders just this week, and I was telling them we specialize in milking the cow until it is dry. It's even producing blood, and we are not feeding it. So we need to shift from milking unfed cows and start empowering members of the congregations to make money. And how will they make money? Each one of them has a piece of land, probably even a quarter of an acre. So if you take just an eighth, which is half of a quarter, you can actually generate up to about 200,000 shillings in a year.
Our interest was to farm onion in South Sudan. But when I came here the first day yesterday, I learned so many things. I wish I can add them to my vision. The one of the thing I learned, because South Sudan, where I came from, Upper Nile, we farm sorghum and peanut, and we farm simsim, and also the flowers.
The sky is the limit with agriculture, and there is nothing that can stop you from achieving your dreams. You want to make that quick cash, just go agribusiness, go into the value chain. Just look at people who are selling straight from the farm into the market. See how you can put yourself in there if you don't have the capacity to first kupata hiyo ploti. And hadi ukipata hiyo ploti, don't just think of ploti juu ya ploti. Fikiria ni nini hapa naeza eka, ni nini hapa naeza kuza.
Moving on swiftly, and the NCBA Bank has partnered with the SACCOs to strengthen their defenses against the escalating wave of cyber attacks. During the engagement held in Nairobi, key stakeholders gathered to address the critical challenges facing SACCOs in the digital age.
As cooperative societies, SACCOs have enabled millions of Kenyans to access affordable financial services, contributing significantly to the country's economic growth. However, as we look to the future, SACCOs face both opportunities and challenges that must be addressed to ensure the sustainability and resilience. The projected growth in the SACCO banking sector and overall financial sector is expected to prioritize digitization of financial services, which will improve financial inclusion through the expansion of digital access. However, digitization is posing a major threat that can no longer be overlooked, from data breaches to fraud attempts and cyber attacks, which can undermine members' trust and financial security. Reports indicate that the high cost of acquiring and maintaining ICT hardware.
And to some sporting action now, Dutch forward Memphis Depay has signed a 2-year contract with the Brazilian side Corinthians until December 2026. After leaving Atletico Madrid as a free agent in July, Depay played 31 times for Atletico last season and scored 9 goals. The 30-year-old featured for the Netherlands at Euro 2024, but he was left out of the squad by head coach Ronald Koeman for September's Nations League matches. We finish off with some good news, and Harambee Stars have actually beaten Namibia 2-1 to record the first win of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. The 2 goals were from John Avire and Duke Abuya. Kenya stands at number 1 in Group J with 4 points, followed by Cameroon with 4 points, and Zimbabwe and Namibia with 2 and 0 points respectively. We wish Harambee Stars all the best. Actually, if Harambee Stars qualify for the AFCON 2025, we'll actually see Harambee Stars play in 2 consecutive AFCON tournaments, that is 2025 and 2027, as the East African region, that is Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania, are hosting the 2027 AFCON. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV News Watch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My good name is Kennedy Kimani, and signing for us tonight has been Boniface Moridi.